the temperature is dropping. So today I have decided that I am going to make stew. Me and the cuteness decided to go out to the grocery store yesterday to go pick up everything. Do excuse all the stuff. We are reorganizing and cleaning and decorating for Christmas. So as you can tell, I'm trying to get everything taken care of. And then here we have, the gate just got broken, so we have to replace the gate. Woohoo! And I'm sorry, I'm used to looking over here when the camera's right there. My bad. So, would y'all like to see what's going on with the stew? So let's look. And let's make sure we don't steam you up. Ooh, looks good, doesn't it? All that nummy goodness and bits and pieces and stuff. Now, I will put a link or I will put a picture of the recipe. It's like an Irish stew recipe. So I love it. We've been using it for about a couple of years. There's all three of my boys. Aren't they adorable? Yes, they are. So come on, let's sit on down and let's talk. I hope y'all enjoy my beautiful prayer plants. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, I love them. Whoa. One, let's see, two, three. Three of them are not prayer plants. So those of you that actually know a little bit about plants, don't be screaming, throwing stuff at the phone, going, I know. So I'll change it up. It is cold as the chickens, like I said. What did y'all do for Thanksgiving? I would like to actually know. Can you please put them in the comments below? I would love to read them. Now, we actually had to be quarantined. We had direct exposure, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was dealing with doctor's appointment. They called us. I'm not saying which doctor, which appointment, which child, which anything. I'm leaving it completely open to protect privacy protection, basically. So basically they contacted us and they took all the precautions. We took all the precautions. We did everything we were supposed to do, so did they. So it's not anybody's fault. They contacted us immediately when they found out, and they told us that we needed to go into quarantine. Unfortunately, our quarantine had to go through the Thanksgiving time period. So I am a big family person. I want to be around my family. I like spending time with my family. I mean, geez, we actually have family right next door to us. We have family right down the bloody street. We're all in this neighborhood, and I can drive to a lot of other of my family as well. Now, my family was gracious enough to be able to sanitize and place food dishes on the outside of my house. They screamed, holler at us, come on out, come get it, and they left before we were able to come pick it up. So nobody got exposed. Now, so we had fun. We still did the big Thanksgiving dinner. We sat there and we did the turkey. Let me get something to drink. So we did the whole big turkey situation, and we did we had the deviled eggs, the mashed potatoes, green bean casserole, stuffing. I can't think of anything else I had. Oh, baked macaroni and cheese, but that came from the mom. So we have food allergies in the house. Right now, my oldest one has been fully diagnosed with FPIES. I will link them down below if any of y'all are curious about that, or if you want to know any more about the foundation. Basically, FPIES is an allergic reaction of the proteins in the food in the bowels. It can be in the upper, middle, lower. It can be a mixture of the upper and lower, the upper and middle. It's a combination of it can be all of it and mixed up, or it can be just literally all of the bowels. It can be as severe as the poor child or adult can basically vomit or expel, I'm trying to say it nicely for those of you that don't want to hear. Basically, the body expels everything. So unlike a peanut allergy, that where you sit there and your throat closes up and you can't breathe and you go into shock, this is the opposite. Your body's trying to expel the foreign objects. Basically, is the proteins. So we've had to eliminate soy and dairy out of our diet. My middle one is about to go get tested for FPIES as well. And then here, my youngest is about to go get tested for FPIES as well. Here, come to find out, in the journey, I know it's a little side note, in the journey, come to find out, I actually have a extreme allergy to soy. I had zero knowledge of it. I had migraines my whole life, from being a baby all the way up until now. And I went on the diet to make it easier for my son. And this was before I had my other two. And what I come to find out was that when I would intake food, foreign food that he could not have, I ended up with severe migraines. And I had no idea. And I was like, what's going on? And basically my husband made the comment, do you ever think that it could be one of the foods? It could be a soy or a dairy. And I'm like, okay, can't be dairy because it's always in my coffee. And the headaches go away unless I'm actually eating like a vending machine, or I'm going out to eat, or something else like that. And that's when it would occur. And it was rare. And just imagine, my son's 7 years old, so this is all happening. And then here, my middle is 4. So it's probably been about 6 years ago, about 5-6 years ago. So way before the COVID. So for those of you that are curious, it's way before the COVID. So I started actually reading everything and noticing that every time it happened is every time that I ingested soy-based products. And it would happen even worse with the amount of soy, or the amount of time I would increase. Like, let's say if I eat soy today, tomorrow, the next day, my headaches would increase to the point where I'll end up with migraines and I'll get bedridden. Let's just say it got so bad I actually had to have a diary of when I had my migraines, how they ended up with my migraine, write down the foods. But even then, they didn't even associate soy with it. They were going with other things and never could figure it out. And it took my son and going on his diet to come to find out. So we have everything that we make from 100% scratch. Except for just recently we found some bread that we can buy. It's expensive, but it saves me from making bread every single week. It saves me on time and energy and sanity. So the baked macaroni and cheese is basically mine and my husband's treat. Even my husband's on the diet. He does not eat anything that the boys cannot have, except for very rare occasions, and even then we make sure that they have a very special treat, so they're not sitting there begging for us to give them the food that is on our plate, or snatching from our plates. Ooh, excuse me. So other than that, we had a fantastic Thanksgiving, and I hope you guys did as well. I finally found some icing that the boys can use, and so I bought the Pillsbury dough sugar cookies that you cut up, you cook, and everything else like that, and you take the icing. And this was the first time we were able to actually do it. So I will insert a picture of the cookies afterwards. All 3 of us, the baby, the middle, and then here the oldest, the cuteness, we all got to sit here and we got to decorate the cookies. So I know that was a highlight of our time. So here's a picture of what they did. So as you can tell, it was so cute. I wish I could do video, but it's really difficult to sit there and try to time manage between an infant, well, an 18-month-old, and the other two, and then sitting here and trying to do video. It's not possible, really, or I haven't really figured out a way to manage that and not have anxiety go through the roof. And I'm like, so I know that's just something I personally cannot do. I prefer to just take a picture real quick, have them just say cheese, and it's easier that way for me. So we were able to do that. We're going to be doing some arts and crafts coming up soon. School's going to be restarting up. And then I might, after I recalculate up the days that we've been in school, if it is what it's saying it is, then we can take 2 weeks off. 2 to 3 weeks off. I know it's a lot, but it gives me a break to get the paperwork and schoolwork caught up and taken care of and organized. I'm a little bit behind, so that's why I'm like, I need to recalculate. Or if not, then I know that we can take a minimum of at least 1 week. And that 1 week will not be worked on for the school, but it will be worked with playing with the boys, having a break, having fun, not have to be overly stressed of, oh my God, I have this and this and this and this and this I have to do, and I'm going to be screaming and hollering and overly stressed out that I cannot actually enjoy, and neither can they. So I like having at least 2 to 3 weeks out of school for Thanksgiving or Christmas, so I can have my time in my break. The week that we were just out for Thanksgiving, after that we completely stripped the living room. We pulled the furniture out. I know I'm probably all over the place, and I'm sorry. We pulled everything out. We completely wiped down the baseboards. We vacuumed. We wiped off the walls. Took all the all the decorations down. Washed them. Put them up. And that's why we have a lot of the boxes, like I was saying, in here, because we haven't even started decorating in here yet. My husband accidentally forgot some in storage, so we need to pull some of those out, and then we'll be decorating, and then after that everything will be gone, and then we can start working and taking everything down from in here, sterilizing, cleaning, and everything else like that. And we do a major like dust and stuff because I have allergies. Cabron has allergies, and it looks like Keegan might start having them. So it just helps to like pull down all the stuff and wipe down and clean and wash everything. It makes it a lot easier, especially since it's going to be getting colder. The house gets closed up a lot more, and oh, excuse me, the water's getting me. Ooh, and it makes it a lot easier for us to breathe. I even take the air conditioners, I put them on below so it can circulate the air. We just do a major detail clean from head to toe of the whole entire house. We go from room to room. And that's what we usually do about right before Thanksgiving or Christmas, right after Thanksgiving. And then we take a break. And then after, when we're taking the tree out and everything, we do one more sweep of a clean throughout the rest of the house, and we get everything done and ready for the new year. So I'm curious, am I the only one that does this, or do you guys do this as well? So other than that, let's see. Oh, one more thing. We have Keegan has to go back to the doctor. I don't know if I said this or not. If I did, I will just cut it out. Here, he's got to go back to the doctor. We're thinking maybe another ear infection. Woohoo. So most likely they're going to be probably telling us that we need to go see an ENT, and if they don't, we're suggesting it. This is too many times this poor baby has gotten too many ear infections, so unfortunately. Oh, trinket. We do the Elf on the Shelf. I think I've gotten a picture except for one, unfortunately. I might need to put him back on the tree, just take a picture. Yeah. I don't think I got it. Oops. But I loved it. This year we actually changed it up. I decided that I am going to buy the accessories. That's the word. Accessories. I bought the accessories to go with the elf on the shelf. Our elf is called Trinket Tinker Topper. We've had him for about 5 years. Oh my god. 4 or 5 years. Oh wow. Yeah, we've had him for a good minute. He comes out every single year on Black Friday. And he's been doing, because I bought all the accessories, it's taken a lot of stress out of just trying to think of what can we do and everything else like that. We really don't think about it because we can't touch him throughout the whole entire day. So it's not like we can set it up and have it prepped and ready to go for the next night or that night. Our routine is after they're asleep, one of us goes out, we make our decision on what we're doing, set it up, and when the boys wake up, they literally search for him and find him. One of the times is my middle, I don't know, for those of you that do not know, if you go to my Instagram that's down below, I've been putting up the pictures of what Trinket's been doing every day. So if you're wanting to get an insight of that instead of waiting a whole week of me putting up the pictures, just go over to my Instagram or go over to my Facebook and it will be over there. So we have, one of our dogs passed away this year. She was 13, 14 years old. Her name was Eddie. And she was like really bright red. She looked like a dog. She was Dachshund Chihuahua mix and Terrier mix. But she looked more like a Dachshund. For those of you, it's like Curious George. If y'all watch Curious George. Hunley. So that's where Hunley's coming from. We found this TY toy up at the flea market months and months ago. And he calls him Hunley off of Curious George. But he looks so much like Eddie. It's phenomenal. So he's been carrying around Hunley for a very, very long time because he keeps walking out to Eddie's grave and saying he misses her a lot. So it's been helping him cope with his first death. This year's just 2020 sucks. And he lost Hunley. We've been looking for about a good month. And one of the days we finally found, when we were like detail pulling everything out and ripping apart the couch and stuff like that and really doing a deep clean, we found Hunley. And we put Hunley into the basket right underneath where Trinket was, and Trinket found Hunley. Because he kept asking Trinket to please help him. And when he found him, he was overly excited and everything else like that. And he just, for the past few days, he's been constantly going back to Trinket and telling Trinket thank you for finding Hunley. And it's really brought a life back to my son that I never thought was really missing. I knew he missed Hunley a lot, and I know he misses Eddie a lot. But to actually miss that, or to unknow of how much he's actually using Hunley to help him, I had no idea. I've seen him light up, have more energy. He's been much less aggressive. So it's really been helping. And he's been really believing that Trinket's alive and everything else like that. So in a dark tunnel, it does put a major bright light, and I love it every bit. So I know I've been talking to y'all for a long time. I was trying to say that. So I'll go ahead and let y'all go. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell for those of you that are new. The bell actually helps you, it notifies you of new videos that I put up. So until next time, talk to y'all later. And don't forget, I'm putting up the video or the pictures of Trinket. He's getting put up now. Talk to you guys later. Bye.